Hi, this is Nikki Ballou, the author of the upcoming book, The Power of Connecting. You know, a lot of my clients ask me, how do I make more connections, especially if I'm awkward or uncomfortable making new connections? Is that you? Are you one of those people who really wants to have a lot of great new connections and maybe even deeper relationships with some of the connections you have, but you feel awkward, you don't exactly know how to do it? Well, I've got a great strategy for you. First, sit down and make a list of all the connections you have. Let me define a connection for you. A connection is someone you know, someone who knows you, and someone that you have something in common with. I.e., if you picked up the phone and called them, they'd go, oh yeah, Jim Smith, I know Jim. Jim's a contractor. Fantastic. And maybe you and Jim, your kids both go to soccer together or something like that. Well, here's the deal. You got to first make a list of all those connections. The next thing you got to do is make a subset of those, a subset list of those. And that subset list is all your best connections. These are the people whose life you've enriched, whose business you've enriched, and or they've enriched your life or your business. And you have some values in common with them. So you both believe in family, you both believe in making a difference, stuff like that. Once you've made that subset list, the thing you got to start thinking about is, who do I know that they would really benefit from meeting? You got to come from giving. If you come from giving and you think about who you know that they could benefit from meeting, that's going to be really powerful. Once you've done that, you pick up the phone and you give them a call and you go, Jim, I want you to know I really value you. You're a really great guy. You're really important to me. You've helped me grow my business. You've sent me all these great testimonials and referrals, and I really, really appreciate it. So you know what? There's something I really want to do for you. I want to introduce you to one of my connections, a really fabulous person who I think could potentially be a great client for you or a great resource for you. Would it be okay if I did that? Well, what's Jim going to say? Of course, he's going to say, sure. Who doesn't want more great connections, especially if they're going to lead to business? And then while you're doing that, you're going to tell Jim, you know what? I also got a big favor to ask of you. I want to know more Jim Smiths. Could you introduce me to somebody as great as you, someone just like you? What's Jim going to say? 99 times out of 100, he's going to say, absolutely. And you're just going to stay there with him until he thinks of a name, tells you who that is, and then you're going to make sure that you introduce that person that you know for Jim to him, and you're going to follow up with him to make sure he makes that introduction to you. As long as you go do that, you come from an attitude of giving first, you're going to have no problem being very authentic and making these connections, and it's no longer going to be awkward. In fact, it's going to be a joy for you because you get to be generous. You get to actually give something to someone else. And in this fashion, the universe is going to give back to you. So not only will Jim give you connections, the connection that you've asked for, but other people are going to start connecting people to you. They're going to start sending great people your way. And that's how it can become effortless for you to make connections. Effortless is a thing I really, really like. Give this a shot. Give it a go. Make that list of connections you have. Make the subset list of your most important connections, your best connections, and give this a shot with 2 or 3 of the people on that list and see how it goes. I think you'll be really happy with the results. Thanks very much for watching.